I have some old mini albums that I found in my garage. They're all in this box. They are projects that I made, oh my gosh, probably 20 plus years ago. So I thought it would be fun to share with you what I made back then and see how things might have changed, or maybe not. All right, so this box has been out in my garage. It's just something that I have kept because I don't want to get rid of them. I don't really have anywhere to display them right now. If I leave them sitting out somewhere, my cats will surely chew them up. So they have been tucked away in my garage, and most of them I made 20 or so years ago, maybe some less. But most of the things in here are probably stuff I made 20 years ago. They are all mini albums. There's one tag flip in here. So let's just open it. I'll just give you a sneak peek. It's kind of like doing an unboxing video. You can see a little Disney on there, little tag flip. So I'm just going to move it aside and I'll share with you one at a time. My desk is completely full over here. I'm working on a couple of swaps I signed up for, so I cannot delay on working on them or I will get stressed out. So let me clear a spot here. So this first one is Disney themed. This was one, if I recall, I took a class at one of these scrapbooking shows I went to, and this was the project we worked on. I'm not even sure if it's finished inside, and there aren't any pictures. I never used it, but it's super cute. This ribbon, I don't know what kind of ribbon this is. It's like cotton, and it has magic rubber stamped on it. This was included in the kit. It had already been stamped. And I believe they had these frame kits in these pockets. All right, so let's look at it. It's just a cute little mini album, and it's got spots for a picture here. That was me. Oh, that's an eyelet that has prongs on the back of it. Kind of sticks out a little bit. Back then, mostly I used paper punches, and this is definitely from a paper punch or laser cut. And this just has a frame. I think it's a pocket. Let's see. No, it's not even a pocket. So today, if I was making this, I would leave this open so I could slide a picture in there. And here has this cute little tag with the Mickey Mouse heads. Here's a pocket. It's got a couple little tags in it. And here's a real tiny one. All right, there's the back. I never used this because I have a huge scrapbook that I put together for Disney when we went, when my kids were little. Maybe I'll share that someday. It's not complete. I never completed any of my scrapbooks. I have two major ones that I did for two large trips. One was when we went to Disney World when my kids were little, and then the other one was when we did a Alaskan cruise. Maybe someday I'll share those. All right, so that's the first mini album that I found in here. The next thing is a tag flip. It is just a tag. On the front here, I did some paper tearing, and I did do stitching. You see, can you see my stitching? All the way around the tag on the front. And I die cut this little bunny out. This must have been with my Sizzix. And I don't know if you can see, but I even stitched all along this little bunny. This was years ago when I had good eyes. I don't know if I would try this today, but maybe. So that's in there. Then On here are some tiny little, I think these are sequins that I glued on. Same stuff I do today. Then I added this really pretty trim on here. I collected a lot of eyelash trim back then. A lot of it I ended up giving away, or I just got rid of. I'm not sure what happened to it. Then I tied this vellum tag on here. It's attached with a brad on the back. I added a little charm. I think that charm I ordered from QVC way back in the day when creating keepsakes was a big thing on there, and they had a big bundle. I ordered those, and then I just used a thread and tied that tiny little bow. So cute. So that was a tag that I made, oh my gosh, 20 years ago or so. And the next one, as I gave you a sneak peek, so here is my tag flip. I'm pretty sure that I have a charm that's supposed to be on here, but it's migrated to the middle. But on the cover, I was really big into rubber stamping back then. There was Easter grass in here. I guess it's all kind of up here now, if you can see it. But I tucked this little bunny in here, and I layered him up and bent his ears forward a little. This here is a basket that I cut out using a rubber stamp that I had. It came with the straps. I just went in with my X-Acto knife and slit that, and then I popped it up here to make this cute basket. So cute. This, I think, I cut out using my Sizzix, my old Sizzix die machine, or what was the other one? Oh, the Crickets. I don't have the Crickets anymore. I still have my Sizzix. And then I added some more really pretty trim on there. Okay, now this has pictures in it. My kids are 26 and 30 now, so that shows you how old this one is. This is my oldest, Victoria. This was for Easter. She got her Easter basket, and they were all dressed up ready for church and all the stuff we did on Easter. I used a hole punch to cut out the circles, and then I rubber stamped her name, her letters of her name. Would I do that today? No. And then this is a piece of paper, and then I just added some of that eyelash trim. I believe the paper I used was basil. Is that how you pronounce it? All right. And then there's Kelsey. For hers, I did the same thing. Punched these circles out and rubber stamped her name in there. And I used seed beads on the bottom. So cute. I love this little tag flip. Look at her cute little dress. This one is a picture of them outside. Little chick stickers. I'm not very good with stickers, so I wasn't then, and I'm not today. I love looking at these pictures. Look at their little socks. She's got little Mary Jane shoes on. I always made sure my kids had really good shoes. And there's the little bunny. Maybe it was hanging on here because she's got bunny ears. This was a friend of my in-laws, and she was at Easter dinner with us. These, I think, is just twine that I glued on into a round to make it look like a flower. Here is Victoria. Fresh color. This was a sticker, clear sticker I put on there. She was just being goofy. Lots of ways to use shred. Here's one of them doing their Easter egg hunt in the backyard. I just put eyelets down both sides on the page. I cut these out with paper punches, little eggs. Then I just added a strip of these little, tiny little glass beads. The kind that we like to put in shakers now. For this one, look at that little cutie. I just added some bunny stickers. And for this picture, I just added the strip of trim and a button. Very simple, just added a little detail. This had some jimmies on the bottom. That's me way back when. And here the girls are finding some more eggs. Down here is a piece of vellum, and I rubber stamped this border strip of these little flowers on it. I don't know if we can see those. Super cute. And then that's the end of the tag flip. So cute. That was a lot of fun to make. I remember making that. All right, and the next thing here I have is a paper bag book. This one I did not put any pictures in. I used, I think there's maybe 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I think there's 4 paper bags, and I folded them in half, all as one stack, and I put eyelets in there. And then I tied the little string, and it looks like I did some zigzag stitching, which today I would have to work at because I don't remember how to do that. So the cover here, I just added a piece of scrapbook paper, and I left maybe 1/8 of an inch edge all around just to give it a little border. I don't remember what collection this is from. Up here, I've got a butterfly, a brad, a popped up bee there, or bug. I don't know if that's a bee. Layered up this die cut here and this. And I did make pockets in here. On the front here, I did some stitching just to create a little frame there. And then I added a couple of circles that are layered up. And I added this word girl on here. I used wire, colored wire, and a couple beads on either side. Over here, I just added this cute little frame. There are sequins. You see the where the sequins are on there that I glued on. And then that's just held on with a brad. And in here, there's a pocket, and I just made a tag. I did not have a die cut for this. I just cut it out and added this tab to it, and I stitched around it. So it was in the first pocket. It's so much fun to get this stuff out and look at it. That kind of tucks or sticks out and has a little word on there. And here's another page. This one I did some paper tearing. It's not a pocket. There's another tag. I glued that on and with that brad on there. And another tag. This one, I just cut a piece of the pattern paper out. And on the back side, it had 2 different patterns. And then I stitched around that to create just a little look there. This is a page I did. I just used a little strip up here. And then I did some paper tearing. Here's just a frame. Here's a button that I added. And these are just plain. I don't know, maybe I didn't finish this album. It's possible. And here is another tag, $3. Don't know what was $3, but certainly not that tag. On the back here, I added, this does not move. This is like an enamel sticker. I added that little brad up there. Here's the last page, just plain. I've got 4 more things. Now this one is a little chipboard album I made. The date on it is 2003, so that was quite a while ago. I have a punch that makes these, I can't remember what they called it then. It had the little discs in it. And I made this little album. This cover here, I used a rubber stamp I had. It cuts out different layers. You have to stamp it 3 times, and then you cut a different layer out of each one. This is just made with chipboard or cardboard. I don't know what I had back then. It may just been cardboard. And then I covered it with pattern paper, front and the back. And it's just a little photo album. On the inside, I covered it. Also, let me see what the measurements are. So it's a 5 by 5. And I added some photos. These are my grandparents. And they, of course, have passed on. I love that picture of them. And in here, I just added a piece of cardstock. It's heavier weight, pretty sturdy. And I didn't decorate these pages. I just simply added all the pictures. This is my grandparents' house. They lived in this tiny little house up in Valley City, North Dakota. That's my mom, and that's my cousin. There's my grandmother. She loved to cook. Nothing fancy on here. That was my stepfather. He's passed on too. I miss him. This is, I guess, maybe what you call a folio card. This has pictures of my kids in it. It's got, let's see, 1, 2, 4. 6 by 6. So it's a 6 by 6 background. So probably what I did is I took I don't know how I might have bought this piece of paper already, this dimension. I made an album out of it, but I just layered it up with some cardstock or pattern paper and cut apart this little circle here. I added this little brad. And when you open it on the back, let me show you the back first. Yeah, I used 2 pieces of cardstock, I can tell, and I glued them together. Here is what it looks like. So cute. On the first page, I just added a strip of paper. On this one, I did a little flip up page. And then I cut a piece of paper diagonal and glued them both on here. That's a great paper. If you don't have enough paper for a page, that's a great way to make your paper go a little further. And then on here, I just added a little strip and I must have inked that. And then I added that to the front of the picture. So cute. For a while, I had it just sitting out on the desk like this. This would be a great size for a gift. Let's see. Now I know this is not finished. This is one that I started. I love this paper. I don't know if I still have it, but it's another one of those disc albums. I layered up a bunch of flowers. I had done some inking along the edge of the pages. Let's see. Yeah, I think in my mind I was going to glue these together. But nowadays I could make a pocket out of them that I wouldn't have thought of doing back then. Here I just added a strip of paper at the bottom. Added that sentiment on top of it. Here I just cut down a piece of pattern paper and glued it on there. It's pretty. And again, I didn't glue these together. I might finish this one. I inked around all the edges of the pages. But yeah, I am definitely this is a work in progress. And I gave myself all the paper. So I'm probably going to finish this one, maybe. But I got all the pages ready. Let's see if any of them are finished back here. Yeah, I did all the inking. And I just need to finish it. Here on the last page I finished. And I got one more in here, guys. We're getting to the end. This is from a trip we took to Florida. I think we were Anna Maria Island. Again, I made this with my little disc maker, and I layered up paper. I decided to put a picture right on the front cover and added On Our Way. And here's the girls' first time at the beach, getting their feet in the ocean or the Gulf. This is a tag that I added this clear acrylic sticker to. This I just added a strip of paper on the edge just to give it some interest. Here I added some ribbon behind there, this little circle thing. Kelsey's burying her dad. I added some of this gingham ribbon on there. So cute. I did paper tearing back here. I still do that today. For this one, I just added a little piece of ribbon behind this circle before I put it down, and a brad in there. Same over here, I added that brad. This is just one piece of paper. I didn't do any layering except for the frame. Same over. This is 2 pieces of paper. And this is 2 pieces of paper. I just changed the direction to give it some interest. That is the pier on Anna Maria Island. If you ever have been there, that was destroyed during the last hurricane or last summer. So sad. So on all the pages, I really just mixed up how I put the background on, and really that was very effective for this album. Didn't do much else. Here I added these tiny little tags and put little bows on them. Added a little strip in the middle there. And on this one, I added a strip to the bottom, a ribbon behind there, and then a square on top. And on this one, let me see. Yeah, there's a square I added up here corner behind the picture. I even put one on the back. The sun setting on our trip. And then this one I did the 2 pieces of paper. All right, guys. Those are my little mini albums from my past that I put together. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye, everyone.